I know. You guys are so over me. I know. But let's talk about this album. Let's get to it.
It's more than a statement. It's a way of life. Celebration. The Miss Jackson talking.
Look like we in that True Blue era. Turn up. Let's get to it. Let's see what was going on with Madonna in 1986. What that girl talking about?
This was the year we talked about the new Madonna. The new look, the new album, the new attitude. Madonna tossed out the lace, the rosaries, and all the rubber jewelry and remade herself in an image of classic Hollywood glamour.
Who knows if they're even here tonight? Who knows if they're even going to be here? I don't know. I couldn't see the movie.
Hey, don't tell me Walker Texas Ranger throwing shade.
Couple is notoriously media shy, so even the announcement by a public...
Since when is Madonna media shy? Married life changing her.
that Sean Penn and his wife Madonna would make an appearance at the premiere was met with some skepticism. But they did show up. This time they weren't even hiding from cameras, and they even stopped to say a few words to Entertainment Tonight.
Alright, so if you were to ask me to describe True Blue, the album, in 3 words, I would say pop. Everything about this album is pop, right? But it's a different kind of pop than Like a Virgin, right? Like a Virgin was going toward a more youthful pop, while this is taking on a more multi-generational pop, which then leads me to my second word to describe this album, a word I thought I would never use with Madonna, but safe. This album was super safe in sound and lyrical content. Right? Everything about this album was really safe, which is interesting. Third word I used to associate with this album is smart. Madonna and her team knew what they were doing. So Madonna finally, with Like a Virgin, broke into the mainstream. You've got style like a virgin. Okay, again, gets that pop energy. I would never thought Madonna had this kind of teenage era, but it happened, okay? So, in order for her to capitalize on that and profit off of that, right, let's now, right, let her grow up a little in sound, right, and look. And then, not only that, but the smart part of it all is let's be appealing to everybody, right? So automatically you think, oh, I'm going to sell more records. And you guys tell me this is Madonna's biggest selling solo album of original music, so it wasn't dumb. But yeah, so pop, safe, and smart. That's how I would describe True Blue. So with all that being said, what I find interesting about this era, outside of, and even with the images, right, is a new grown Madonna, right? She is refined, she's sleek, right? And to me though, and maybe it's my age or something, but she kind of loses a little appeal to me, right? Because Madonna 83, the first album, Like a Virgin, right? Despacito Susan. This is the girl I want to hang out with, right? I think she's so cool. Like, oh yeah, I want to be homegirls with this girl, right? True Blue era is more so, I don't think of her as the girl I want to hang out with anymore, right? Now it's almost, it's weird, but it's like she has reached this level of where I just think of her as a star now, if that makes sense. It may sound weird, but some of you guys might know what I'm saying. It's like how, let's say if you're a Beyonce fan, so the first album, Dangerously in Love, right? And B-Day, rooting for Beyonce, you're like, oh, that's my girl, that's my girl, that's my girl. By the time she get to Sasha Fierce, right, something changed as to where it's like, it's Beyonce, so the expectation is there. It's no longer the climb. It's weird, but again, Madonna is now a person I want to see in concert, right? But as far as like hanging out, I don't want to say she lost the element of her coolness, right? Because I see it's still there, but I don't know. It's just, she's just not as relatable. That's what I should say. The relatability of it all is a little different now, right? In the beginning, right, Madonna 83, she was in those clubs, right? She was hungry, right? Boom, she was wearing the street clothes because they were cheap. This album was like, oh snap, her life has changed. And I think in that also shows as well. Now she married Hollywood prince, and she off in the hills in Hollywood now, private jets. Right, life is a little different. She's not walking the streets of New York anymore.
Hi, I'm Madonna, and this is New York. See the puddles? Isn't it wonderful?
Man, her style is just so cool, right? I can see why the wannabes was into it, because it's more than her style. It's just the woman herself, right? It's just her personality, her confidence, her charisma. All right, let's go. My heart is breaking, but she's still my girl. All right, so now let's talk about these videos, though. So you know Madonna not showing up for this, but continues to show me like how huge Madonna was during this era. I never thought I would see any of this stuff, so this is cool. And now on to the videos.
Go ahead. Make my video.
That was the best shot. Ironically, I don't know, I feel like Madonna's energy, and this is just me, you know, going through the journey, but her energy seemed off in this video. I think it's a shock to anybody that out of the videos of this era, this is my least favorite, and probably most of you guys, because a lot of you, which to my shock and surprise, said that you had never even seen the original video until years later. And some of you guys, like, that was actually your first time ever seeing the real video, just due to the fact that at the time there was a fan competition that basically, you know, any fan could make a Madonna video.
Here I have $25,000, but there's two of you. So should I rip it in half?
That was a nice prize. Very brilliant in marketing, right? A win-win for MTV, a win-win for Madonna, and a win-win for the fan.
Go ahead. Make my video.
Time we had seen Madonna, she was like, just you up in my love, in my love, all over your body, from your head down to your toes. Now I have a tune today. Alright, so what was you like? Oh, you like, damn, okay, my girl just switched it up. What was your reaction, right? Did you like it initially? Did it have the girl in you? Number 4, Live to Tell. So for those of you guys who've been a part of the journey, you guys now pretty much don't really rock with soundtrack songs, not the video, but caused the most controversy, I think, in this journey since the 83 era, where people thought Madonna was black. So I brought up a bootleg video, and it's like, oh snap, y'all like, girl, this not it. Y'all was checking me in the comments like, Empress, this is a flop, what you doing, la la la. But it's cool though, right? Because what that bootleg video did for me was actually gave me an opportunity to see kind of like the movie. I think one of my favorite comments of this era, it really made me laugh. Somebody was like, yeah, Madonna had on the housewife's dress. and from just a fandom perspective, I get it. A lot of people remarked like this was the first time, and in real time I can imagine it was quite different, but for me it wasn't really startling because I'd already seen the Like a Virgin tour DVD, right, where she's like, I'm going to New York, and you know, she's talking, so she already looked very Shanghai Surprise-ish. A lot of people again hadn't seen that, and so they saw Madonna looking like, oh snap, right? Well, she turned to like a 50s movie star. I can see how that was shocking, but again, video that really captured her beauty.
Go ahead. Make my video.
I remember I was watching True Love, right? Or True Blue. I always call it True Love. And I was like, dang, just the period where Madonna was like covered up. This video, very sexual, which is interesting because the second stuff isn't really a sexual song, so to speak. And I think this is the most kind of revealing up to this point. Open your heart. The only video I watched from Madonna so far to have this many kind of like theories and conspiracies has been Like a Virgin, right? What does the lion mean? This video I think had more than that. Some of them I could rock with, some of them I couldn't. Like for instance, it was this one theory where a few people believe like, oh, you know, that's Madonna's son, or she like his sister, and I'm like, nah, because number one, Madonna she was like around 27, 28 during this era. So what 28, 27 year old woman in Hollywood in particular is going to have a preteen tween boy play her son, right? Like, that's not gonna happen, right? It's just like, no, y'all not gonna age be like that. Second of all, as some people mentioned, and I agree, if this is her son or brother, she probably won't at the strip club. But you know, if she had to take him to that kind of environment, the dude, the ticket master, right, the little dude getting the tickets, he would have been cool with the little boy, like, oh, that's Madonna's son, come on. They got a little playroom for him back there in the back somewhere, right? Because that's their girl, they want to protect her, they go protect the son. So he wouldn't be on the outside looking in, trying to get a peek, like, oh, what's mom doing, what's sister doing? I don't think so. So yeah, that caused a lot of controversy. Not controversy, so to speak, but a lot of chatter, I think, in the comments, which is good. I always love this community and everybody's dope perspective, and a lot of people offer a lot of insight too in the way Madonna was dancing, right? But like the fetal position, and you know, everybody like basically wanting her and clamoring for her, even though, just like she did as a star, and she's doing a video exploiting herself, right? And that whole dichotomy of stars not wanting to be stars but living to be stars just always like just mess with my mind, because it's like, this is what y'all wanted. Like, you wanted to be famous, you got what you asked for. And again, but just the brilliance of like the art, which is really good. And someone even remarked, and I forgot who it is, that like in their mind, like this is the first real Madonna video. And I equate that to like the first time I heard Borderline. I was like, oh, this sounds different than the rest of the songs, right? And I get it, not dissing the previous videos, but the camera lens, right, it just looked more cleaner. And I feel like, because again, I've been watching like a lot of old TV shows lately, and I feel like around the mid 80s, cameras changed, right, on television shows too, right? It's like, oh snap, this is Dynasty 83, 84, and now it looks like, oh, it looked a little different. You know, it's kind of almost like when TV went to like being in HD, right? It's like, oh snap, everything looked different. So I think this was around the same time, and director and art people, y'all let me know if y'all know what I'm talking about. The last thing I love about this video as well is the way Madonna, the new grown-up persona out there, but then also still a young adult, still having that youthful edge to it too.
Go ahead. Make my video.
I'm really excited to see this video. The track is so dope. When I was listening to the song, I had like images in my mind, right? I was dreaming I was in San Pedro, wherever that is, never been there, whatever. I was there though, with the song. Right, so I'm excited to see how is the visual gonna reflect the song. La Isla Bonita. So this video didn't like start out like I envisioned it, right? When I heard the song, I was like tropical island breeze. I'm thinking of beaches. Madonna took the video to the streets, and that's what I've always loved about Madonna since I started this journey, is her ability to always kind of incorporate the streets. And not only that, in my opinion, this is like the best like I've seen Madonna look to date, right? And that's not saying like, oh, she looked terrible. No. She always looks good, but she looked like just really just beautiful in this video, right? And really just captured like that Spanish theme of the Spanish guitar throughout.
Go ahead. Make my video.
She wasn't singing when she was the character, so to speak. You know what I mean? Like when she was with other people, it wasn't like she was no. It was like, it was all acting. I love that. I love how when she did sing, it was just her, that backdrop, and just wearing all black. That was very powerful too. The best video of this era is Papa Don't Preach. I love this video for a lot of reasons. The first being that this video was reminiscent of the feeling I felt for Madonna up until maybe this point, where it's like, oh, she's relatable, and oh, like she's the girl I want to hang out with, right? I want to be friends with this girl, right? She seems like she's cool, right? I think this video still captured that, and maybe because I'm a young adult, it really appeals to me the most out of all of these videos. I feel like this is a video, regardless of eras, anybody could watch and find something relatable in it. Oh, you're a little kid, you're a teenager, and you can find something relatable in this video. And not only that, the acting in this video is just top notch. Like this video, hands down, go in my Madonna top 10 right now. Like Facts. So good that even after I reacted to it, I watched it a couple more times, and the emotion is always still the same each time I see the video. A lot of cool looks in the video as well. Like, she killed the fashion. Like, actually, this is my favorite fashion from this whole era, this video. Alright, so that's my top 5 True Blue videos. Alright, so the moment y'all came here for, the songs. Let's talk about it. Where's the party? So, in my opinion, this song, and I said it during the original review, it wasn't a party for me. Madonna didn't sound like she was having fun when she was recording this song. And as a matter of fact, this whole era doesn't seem fun to me. It seems tiring and, yeah, stressed. Where's the party? Don't make me want to party. So, if you gonna have a title like that, you gotta be turning up, right? So, it's number 9. We definitely on that Disney cruise now. Alright, wow. This reminds me of a song like they would play at field day, right? You know, your elementary school. Like, either like field day about to start, and your class got your class shirts, and y'all gotta do the Pledge of Allegiance or something and sing a little unity song before the games begin. Something lame like that. You know, something lame, corny, but it's all good spirited, right? All good spirited. Love makes the world go round. Very good intent with messaging, but it gets a little cutesy and Disney. And again, not a song I would necessarily want to listen to. Did not add it to the playlist. So for that reason, it gets number 8.
I'm so excited 'cause you're my best friend.
Alright, True Love Baby. Put that up against Shooby-Dooby-Doo. Hey, Shooby-Dooby-Doo, baby. I'm choosing Shooby-Doo, okay? Like, True Love. This song, let's talk about it. So, this is interesting. It's like Madonna is middle of the road here, right? This could have easily been an Olivia Newton-John song, right? Like, this is interesting to me, right? So, my girl, the one who was...
You're confusing me. 'Cause I don't know if you want me.
Right, this is the one who said... That girl on fire in the street, boy, on the asphalt, okay, concrete, barefooted. She ain't got no shame. Let's go. This girl now is singing doo-wop. I know y'all shocked. I know y'all. Oh, this was my jam. True Blue. The song just doesn't do it for me, right? Again, another cutesy song, very safe and sound. I think very smart, right? Going back to describing the album, very smart to make an album that would appeal to grandma, you know, great grandma, and even mom. Like, oh, I remember Mommy's playing. Again, so very multi-generational song. You know, it's cute, but it's not a favorite, right? It's not a favorite song of Madonna's of mine that I would add to the playlist. It just didn't catch me, right? So, what everybody's thinking, am I going to throw up 10? And for those of you guys who feel like y'all be rocking with Empress, who feel like y'all be more Empress like, I'm going to give you 1 second. What you think? Exactly. It ain't getting it from me. But I don't hate this song. Jimmy. So ironically, this was the song that got the most hate. Even before I got to it, y'all were in the comments like, oh, it's Jimmy. Like, y'all just straight up diss Jimmy. But I actually thought Jimmy was okay, right? Even with this little 80s bells and whistles, right? I feel like it had more more fun sound than Where's the Party. And I think this concept, it was kind of cool, right? And especially knowing now you guys taught me the education that is about James Dean. So just knowing that, and the Jimmy, oh Jimmy, bye. Like, it has points and moments, right? Two fools fall in love. I mean, you might be a person like me. I always have a song in my head no matter what I'm doing. And I might just be like, do fools fall in love with fools like you? Yes, it's not bad to me. Alright, now it's time for us to get into the top 5. Ooh, this album, the top 5? Yeah, alright, let's go. This woman, she's in pursuit of someone, and she's like, open your heart to me. And she's like, I done dealt with worse, whatever. I'll make you love me. Yes. I'm coming for you. Like, open your heart. Now, if you guys know this, and this is no shade intended, I didn't even bother to listen to the 12-inch mix, right? Because I'm like, I don't like the original song, and I'm not gonna listen to a 10-minute version of the song that I don't like. I just can't do it. And again, this song is not bad as far as structure or sound. It has that big open sound like that this whole album had, but it's just, it doesn't touch my heart, it doesn't move me, and so I just can't. Like, again, I don't hate the song, it's just not a song I'll add to my playlist. Ooh. The real number 4. Now, this song had made the album, right? If Madonna hadn't given it to Nick Cayman, it definitely would have been my 4th favorite song on this album, and that is Each Time You Break My Heart. I really like the sound of it, and I enjoyed hearing Madonna really croon on the song, right? And the chorus, each time you break my heart. It should have been on the album, and what kind of is interesting to me is people like, oh, this is the love album. But it's not that many really love songs on the album. True Blue, yeah, that's sweet, that's cute. Open Your Heart is about getting a love, not being in love, right? White Heat is also about sticking somebody else about the love, right? My love is dangerous, right? Live to Tell, that's a little sad song, right? It's about self-reflection. So this song isn't, I don't know if it's the times that have people thinking like, because she got married and, oh, this is her love album, but really wasn't a love album, so to speak. And in my opinion, Each Time You Break My Heart could have been on the album, and it in my opinion, it would have made the album even more fire. Alright, but it's just my opinion. Another White Heat. Madonna come on the tracks, Latitude, like, I'm not putting up with this no more, right? I like the chorus, get up, stand tall, hey, my love is dangerous, this is a buzz. Gangsta Love Story, my love is dangerous, ooh. White Heat. So this is a song I actually did add to the playlist. I like White Heat, right? Now, is it a favorite Madonna song of mine? No, but it's good enough to get added to the playlist. Again, being a old movie lover, I think also added to the appeal to the song for me, with the James Cagney audio, but I know some people who didn't watch the movie or don't know the movie but like, oh well, listen to, right? So it's not universal in that sense, but I think it's cool, and I think it missed an opportunity to have a video. I think the video would have been dope. Top 3. Now, as far as I'm concerned, any song in this top 3 is for real fire, is dope. Add it to the playlist for real. That low register is hitting, and not only that, I love how she's using that kind of mid register as well, right? And that's the part that really be that lower register, it gives you like the ooh, but that mid register is the one that really connect with you. It's like the head voice, but knowing how to control it. And I love the part of this song where she's like, I was ready, da, da. Like, she sounds so good. This is the girl that song Lucky Star. This girl done grown up. Borderline started off. The Borderline was the first Madonna song I was like, I think this is the best vocal performance I've heard from Madonna on this entire album so far. It sounded really good, really strong. And her voice, it has like another layer, a texture that it didn't have before in those other songs. Crazy for You is like, oh, this girl can really hold it valid. Okay. Now this song is like, next level. Ooh, this song was fire. 10s. Son, sounds so good, man. This is deep. This is a good song. This is dope. I liked it a lot. Talk about these vocals. Yes. Oh snap. I thought the song was over. Live to Tell. Now, this song really, again, a game changer, I understand, from Madonna's career. Hearing the backstory about how Madonna's like, whoa, even though I wrote this song, it's too low for me to sing. And Patrick Leonard being like, you crazy girl, you singing this. And she sings it and she sounds wonderful. Just a great dramatic song that really pulls you in, and it sticks with you, right? It stays with you even hours after you heard the song. You're like, I wasn't ready for the fall, right? And it just gets you emotional. So just a really good ballad, strong ballad. Some people say this is Madonna's first ballad, but I'm gonna let that be Crazy for You. I feel like Crazy for You is really her first slow jam. Ding ding. Ba, 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 ba. I mean, but Live to Tell, Lord Rest the Tees, right? It has it, but like I pointed out in the video again, if you had purchased like a version, you would already know she was bringing them Lord Rest your Tees on Angel, okay? So nothing new to see here, but something new to hear here, right? And it's dope. I feel like timeless, great song. Anita, ooh, let's turn out. All right, let's go. Oh, you know, I don't even have to say her name no more, right? It's Madonna. Alright, let's go. Hey. She could have legit made a song called Spanish Lullaby. Just like took that little Spanish lullaby from this song, flipped it to something else. Alright, let's go. Ooh. This song, I would say, is the song that really just like transports you. And this might be the first Madonna song to do that, meaning in a escapism type of way for me. Like where I was like not on the dance floor. This song didn't take me to the club, it took me to an island, right? Tropical and island breeze. And it's just a song that puts you in a good mood, and I feel like it's just timeless. It could be released today, and I feel like it's chart, top 10, top 5, number 1. Especially released in the summertime. It's such a good song, and I really enjoyed it. Again, the 12-inch, just as good as the album version. That's very rare. So yeah, this is cool. It's a bop. I love it. If you haven't figured it out by now, you might be a little slow. Strings. Dramatic already. Bass. Alright, actually, y'all, I'm gonna take this back. That intro is pretty good. Them strings. Let's rewind that back a little bit. Y'all like my invisible violin? I know, it be slapping. Like she pleading. Right? So we all said, like, people who react to the song and they be like, oh, she talking about a boy, she talking about a boyfriend. Like, that's dumb. Well, they not listening to the words for real, because she even say her friends say I should give it up. You know what I mean? And not, yeah, that's stupid. All right, let's go. Papa Don't Preach. This is my #1 song, just for the fact of the emotions Madonna conveyed vocally. It made me feel emotions as if I was watching a moving picture. And that's not easy to do, right? Oftentimes we sing songs and we don't even think about the lyrics. We're just singing them. This song is like, oh snap, I'm listening with intent. It's a different intent than I was listening to with Like a Virgin, right? With Like a Virgin, I'm listening to try to see, okay, where is she going with this? Where is she going? Where is she going with this? With this song, it's more a vocal, a movie unfolding in front of your eyes, right? And not only that, what I really love about this song is that Madonna took on a character, and for her to be in her late 20s, to make me feel as though she was a 15-year-old girl, 16-year-old girl, talking to her dad, remarkable. And not only that, the production slap, the beat slap, is a danceable track, right? So even though the lyrical content is heavy, it's serious, you can still bop and jam to Papa Don't Preach. I'm in trouble deep, I'm keeping my baby. I'm gonna keep my baby. Right? You want to do the long grass like Madonna. And not only that, we know this song so far. We got Papa, Danny Ilio. I still probably pronounce his name wrong. Forgive me, Danny. Even Papa tried to make a little spin-off. Just one of those statements that stop you in your track. If I would never heard a Madonna song prior to this, I would have asked, whoa, who is that girl singing this song? Like, this is the song that made me want to buy the album, Papa Don't Preach. So, yeah, it's fire, it slaps, and I feel like it still holds up. Let's rank these albums. So, I'm still waiting to get to the Madonna album that's like Thriller, right? And what I mean by that is every song is a slap, it's a bop. And what I feel is, so far, Madonna 1983, the first album, is the only album so far I've heard where majority of the songs are bops, right? It was 7 out of 8 songs was a bop. And again, there was so much of a bopper album that Holiday, I ranked that at number 7. This album, True Blue, I'm going to rank it below Like a Virgin. I enjoyed Like a Virgin more. Song-wise, I feel like this album, again, it was just a little too safe. For the top 3 songs really are the standout, right? 3 songs are really the ones I would really bop, and I really do bop to. The other 5 tracks, like, I feel like a Virgin, with that era per se, I feel like the Like a Virgin era, because if you throw in Crazy for You and Into the Groove, I mean, that shut this whole album down literally, I feel like, from songs, you know. And we're not talking about videos, we're talking about the music here, because the videos were dope, right? Don't get me wrong, the video game went up a whole notch, but song-wise, this album is weak to me, right? 3 songs I would bop to. Alright, like, don't get mad. Okay, if this is your album, don't get mad. But I just feel like True Blue, no. I feel like Madonna brought it better. But again, this album served its purpose. Alright, yeah, I know what time it is. Jot those comments below. I want to know your ranking. How do you feel about my ranking? How do you stack the songs up? How do you stack the albums up so far? Again, I'm waiting for the album that's going to dethrone Madonna 1983. Where is it? Please tell me it's coming up next. And next we're going to do the whole Who's That Girl and the You Can Dance, right? And I know those aren't necessarily albums, full albums at least, right? A soundtrack and a remix album. So I'm not going to be too harsh on those. But that next album, the next one after that, after You Can Dance, is it gonna be fire than Madonna 83, right? I need 7 bops. 7 bops. Can the next album do that? Alright, drop those comments below. Also, make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. If you have subscribed, make sure you join the channel. If you would like for me to react to something of your choice each month, hit me up on Patreon. And if you want some interest merch, I'm coming out with a new swag. It's below as well. Hope everybody's out there feeling good, staying safe. And I think we're going to see a tour next. I'm excited. I'm excited about what's about to come. Yeah. Oh, y'all did notice one last thing. So y'all told me not to waste time with Shanghai Surprise.
Sean Penn.
See, you have quite a following, Mr. Wazy.
Madonna.
You deceitful, jelly-spine, backstabbing bastard!
The theme song, it could go hard. Shanghai Surprise with the woman singing. I'm like, ooh, okay.
Shanghai Surprise. Whatever you're saying, I'm wanting anyway. Been hanging round for the ride of your picture.
But Swayze and Miss Tadlock, yeah, the theme song and Madonna look good. That's all I got for Shanghai Surprise. Like literally nothing memorable about this movie. Alright, anyway, drop some comments below. Alright guys, hope everybody's out there feeling good, staying safe, and I know guys, we're in the late 80s now. Woo! We moving. Maybe not just speed, but we're moving, okay? Alright guys, hope everybody's out there feeling good, staying safe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.